Upsets everywhere. The Final Four is set in the Georgia high school baseball playoffs, and there was no shortage of stunners on the way there. I'm Cory McCartney, joined by PBR Georgia scattering director Phil Kerber, as we dive into the third round games and set the stage as teams try to make it to Coolray Field, Truist Park, and Grayson Stadium for the state championships. Phil, welcome back in.
Thanks for having me. Feels like it's been a while.
Yeah, obviously rain and all. It took us a while to get to the point where we're talking about the Final Four. But as I mentioned, a number of upsets with 5 of the top 10 teams in the PBR Georgia Power 25 going down, with number 1 Buford, number 2 Carrollton, number 5 Greenbrier, number 6 Winder Barrow, and number 8 Grayson. Buford, of course, losing its first games of the season. That's a major stunner, Phil. But which of these upsets in your mind kind of has the biggest impact in their classes and it opens the door for a surprising champion?
Yeah, I think we got to stick in 6A with that. I mean, looking at the bracket, a dream Final Four would have been Houston County, Allatoona, which we have, and then Carrollton, Buford on the other side. Well, we don't have that, but what we do have is Pope and Lassiter, who have just taken care of business really, and just those two upsets were unexpected and hugely impressive. And then what they were able to do in the following round. I mean, Lassiter had to make a trip down to Valdosta and swept Valdosta, while Pope seems like it's their MO where they want to go to game 3, took South Effingham to a game 3 and won it there. So, I mean, I think that one is still wide open. And also hats off to that region. Lassiter, Pope, Allatoona all compete against each other during the regular season. And now they'll have a chance at a state championship. I mean, I think that's a pretty cool thing.
Some exciting Final Four games ahead, including Houston County, who was your preseason number 2 against Allatoona in 6A. But which matchups have you most intrigued?
I mean, definitely the Houston County, Allatoona. You got big arms, Logan McGuire, Brody Chestnut, Coleman Willis. But another one down in 4A that I think is going to be a slugfest, Benedictine and North Oconee. Carter Holton versus Bubba Chandler. And they've got incredible supporting cast too. It's not like it's a one-man team for both of them. I think this has got an opportunity to be a really tight 3-game series. And then on the opposite side of that, Bainbridge-Marist. I think that one's open too. I mean, Marist is, a traditional power, but I had a chance to see Bainbridge earlier this week, and they're a team that people should take notice of. It's an older team, a lot of seniors, but they've got arms, they've got guys that can swing it. So I think that 4A Final Four is real intriguing.
So now that we've had our kind of landscape altering round, what figures in your mind to be the defining storyline for the Final Four? Is it a player? Is it a team? Is it just some overall thing that you think is going to be what we look for? I mean, what to you is the major thing that you're watching out for in this round?
Oh, that's a tough one because there are so many things that are going to factor into these games. But I'm going to go back to what I said when we did our preview for the state tournament, and that's going to be game 1 starter. You've got to get your team off on the right foot. You can win that game 1, then you've got 2 chances to finish off the series. So that if that first arm comes out there and can give you 7 strong innings, save the bullpen, give you a W, you're in the driver's seat.
Well, he is Phil Kerber on Twitter at Phil Kerber PBR. While you're giving him a follow, also follow PBR Georgia as well. They've got the entire state covered. Phil, thanks as always.
Thanks for having me.
We'll do it again next week. And as we look ahead to the state championship, can't wait till that. But until then, get out there and enjoy some baseball.